go live. Okay, are we live? Can you shake the ravine? Welcome to the stream. Okay. I feel like I should get some intro music. Or something like that. Maybe some of that new stock music. Lautaro, welcome to the stream. Didn't expect this one. Yep. First day back from holidays. I came back. I came back yesterday, so it's a bit. It's a bit of a hot one. Okay. Ravine, welcome to the stream. Lautaro, welcome to the stream. Omar, welcome. First off, thanks for sticking around on the channel. I hope you enjoyed some of the posts, the community posts that I had scheduled. Some of these posts, I had some. I tried to put some like old stuff in, like the Super Mario Sunshine signed from Miyamoto. I got that done when I was living in London. And then the other, what was the other thing that I posted? There was like a picture of my living room, our living room in London as well. Dale Way, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for coming back. I know it's been a bit of a long time, but yeah, I was away on holiday. So yeah, I posted that picture of the old living room where we all had all our consoles. That was a bit crazy. Okay, levels okay. Yeah, is picture okay? Is that in focus? That's in focus, I think. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And then what else? Yeah, I just put some of the games which I enjoyed over the weeks, where because I was just playing, so many Retroid Pocket 4 games, and wanted to have those lists out, and I did try to put in some of the games onto Fruit Loops spreadsheet. I did get around to putting some of them, but I didn't put them all when I had a spare minute on holiday. And then I also got some, what was it? Yeah, I had my own lists on there. I put them on X as well, because I think there was somebody, I've forgotten his name now, but there was someone who requested that they requested that to get put onto, what was it, X, Twitter. So that was kind of fun as well. Aloysius Chan, Gong Hei Fa Choi to you, FTN. Gong Hei Fa Choi, Shinyan Kwaila to you as well, Aloysius Chan. And then, yeah, there was some nice posts about games that I enjoyed. And then when I was away, I got notification that this thing arrived, the GameForce ACE. And I was reading some of the posts about this, and so because some people got it before me, obviously before I came back on holiday, and this GameForce ACE has been getting a bit of a panning. It's been getting quite the reception online, I think. Paul Jason Flores, welcome back, long time supporter. Thank you so much for coming back. Drubo, thank you so much for coming back. Daleway, my Retroid, Daleway's Retroid came randomly the Monday before Chinese New Year with notification. Well, that's good actually, because at least it got out, because all of the logistics basically shut down, and it was hard to get anything from China for a couple of weeks, because they always had because they always have they always have a big long break. So what they do in China, if you're not aware, is they kind of save up all their holidays. So there's like even the weekends as well. So like normally in China, I think the weekends are kind of working days for a lot of people. Not Sundays, but Saturdays people will go in. And then what people do just before Chinese New Year is they'll work weekends, or they'll get extra, they'll work extra days, so they can take those days off and get a big, bigger, longer holiday. That's what they like to do in China. They get, like a big, long stretch of holiday rather than little bank holidays here and there. Doozy UK 2000, welcome back to the stream. You're glad that you swerved this one. Yeah, this is an interesting one. We'll talk about it in a moment. Aloysius Chan, I do want to try Switch on it. I haven't got. I may have 1 or 2 games on Yuzu, but we might not be able to get to those. I think it's going to be a bit. Oh wow, Magical Panda! I that's fantastic. Thank you for your super chat. I have really not done anything on this stream yet to earn that super chat, I'm afraid. But thank you so much, Magical Panda. Been waiting, glad to have your streams back. Tips: add 1% dead zone on the buttons if you do ether, and VSync off on most emulators. Yep, so Panda, I've been reading a lot of your posts, and I've been reading a lot of news about this in general. Because I have got a massive list of things that are dodgy or points with this handheld. If you don't know what this handheld is, let's get on to the actual meat and potatoes, or meat and vegetables, or veggies if you're just a vegetarian or vegan of the stream. This is the GameForce ACE. And when it arrives, you get this. That's why the thumbnail is this Animal Crossing case. It just comes like this. Boom. Animal Crossing case. Your console is wrapped in like a plastic bag, and then it's very funny. And then it's inside here, right? Okay. I have got a huge list of things that are wrong, or things that have funny points about this handheld, because this is so strange. Dawson James, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Hello. Am I scared to do the switch? The sniff test is okay. I mean, it's not too bad, but the plastic stinks. But the case smells a bit bad. But the actual handheld itself is all right. Ravine, yes, this is Android based, but I believe the main use case for this is Linux. Yeah. So Dawson James, this is definitely an interesting one, and I feel like the reviews that are coming out for this, they're a bit premature, I think, because it's not quite. I think it's a bit too. Fair enough, you can like you can review it, you can unbox it straight away, but just given the if it's obviously come out very hot, hasn't it? It's obviously come out and it's not ready, and I don't know if is it fair to do a review on something that's like this. I'm not too sure myself. So for me, like, I'm reserving judgment. I won't just throw it in the bin, because obviously I've paid money for it. But it's a bit, I'm not sure that you can do kind of like a final review and say, okay, yeah, boom, here it is, because it's one of those handhelds like the KTR1, and it's just it's just one of those oddities which. I guess I'm going to take the plunge for you guys, so I can find out. So you can find out with me what this is. It's Android 13, by the way, and Beef out. Do I think this handheld is better than the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro? Well, I've literally just got it, and I've literally just started it up, and I've not done much with it at all. So I can't make any. I can't even make a comparison or even say anything about this yet. But I do want to talk about the process of getting this, because I pre-ordered this last year. Must have been like 4 or 5 months ago, and I think it was $170. And the funny thing is, right? I pre-ordered the white one. I pre-ordered the white. I pre-ordered the white one, 8GB, 128GB storage, and what they sent me is something completely different. So right. So number one, obviously it's not white. It's black. They sent me a black one. And number two, this one is expected because of the delay. Because it got delayed from Christmas to now, like after before Chinese New Year, and I ordered 128GB, and I got 256GB. So this one is actually expected, right? So you get double the storage to make up for the delay. Now the thing that I didn't expect, right, is they sent me a 12GB one, and I ordered a 8GB one. So when I unboxed it and it said, it said black 12GB 256, I'm a bit, I was like, what? So they've sent me the top of the range one for literally the lowest price of the handheld, which is, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Like, I got the wrong color, but I got the highest spec. So thank you, GameForce, I guess. But because 170 US dollars for that kind of spec is actually not too bad. So yeah, yeah, and I have confirmed it here. So you can see here it says 12GB RAM, and then it says 220GB storage. So I'm okay. Like, I'm all right so far about this handheld. I mean, they've sent me the they sent me the highest spec. All right. Number two, yeah, I mean, following on from that, right? So I've heard there's a lot of problems with this, and yeah, what Magical Panda was saying is true. As soon as I unboxed this, I noticed there are lots of plastic lines everywhere. So there was another guy, Web and Me, which I was briefly talking to on Discord, and that person also had the same issue where the pressure on the plastics is just a mess. So it's similar to my Powkitty RGB30, where the plastics, somebody said that because the pressure on when they're making the mold or something, or when they're in the factory, the pressure is uneven, so you end up with all these weird like lines and marks. I don't know if you can see that well, but you can see like there's like a hole, and there's like a, you know, you got your 3.5mm jack hole, but like there's a big rounded edge around it. I'm not sure if that's coming up properly, but these lines they're horrible. Like it's it just makes the whole thing look a mess, I think. So I'm not too happy about that. And I've got this great, like, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got this dot here as well on the plastics. So I'm kind of not happy about that as well. That won't rub off, or I've not been able to get that off, but there's like a mark in the plastics. The plastic itself feels all right, but it's going to be a fingerprint magnet in black. And that's kind of why I wanted the white one in the first place, but I guess I'm not getting the white one. Yeah, Omar, the white one, sorry, the marks, yeah, you see the white marks on the mold, yeah, that's exactly it. So that is a sign of something going wrong, and I saw that in the Powkitty RGB30 as well. That's the other handheld that I have the same problem with. Doozer UK, you got... yeah, I read your comment. I remember you saying that in the comments where you said you got a 16... You didn't order a 16-bit, and I think you ordered the black, right? And you got a 16-bit. It's a bit... Yeah, it's a bit silly. I guess they get mixed up in the factory sometimes. White models, so like I saw the pictures of the white one and I was kind of thinking, yeah, that looks good. I'm looking forward to that. But then I saw the message about GameForce saying, "Oh, sorry, we've put the wrong handheld into the into the box." But I mean, for me, I'm okay because I got I got an extra 4GB of RAM. So I will take the 4GB of RAM over the wrong color, I think. Yeah, Paul Jason Flores, like I kind of got lucky with this, I think, with the 12 gigabytes. All right, so yeah, I've just got CPU Z just to confirm it. So there you go, and let's just go over then what this handheld actually is all about. So as you can see, it's kind of like it looks like a Switch Lite, and that's what they're going for. It's basically a Switch Lite sized device, 5.5-inch screen here, IPS, full HD, pretty nice screen, I think, actually. This is the home screen. I feel like the screen is actually not too bad. I've not seen any issues. I've not played any games on it yet, but I feel my first impressions are the response time seems quite good, and the just from swiping around the menus and stuff, that the general fluidity of the interface seems all right. I'm not seeing any huge issues at the moment. I do agree with some people where they've said it's a bit blue. So if you have a white screen, it's got kind of the opposite problem to Ioneer Pocket Air, where the screen is a bit too cool. So it's a bit more of a colder screen. Hopefully in the settings, maybe later on, we can tune that, because right now there is a color setting down here in display colors, but you can't do anything in it, unfortunately. I mean, these pictures look good, and the general outlook is quite good on the screen, but it's a bit cool. It's like no one's really tuned it at all. Yep, so this is 5.5 inches, 1080p, IPS. Viewing angle's pretty. Yeah, I mean, it just gets a bit dark when you're turning it, but I mean, you'll always be looking at it head on. I have it at 100% brightness at the moment, so I mean, looks fine. There are some issues with the brightness control, I believe, which are being looked at, or this is something that they should be fixing. Because if you go down to the lowest brightness, I believe the panel is only going to the 75% brightness. So this slider is all messed up. So there'll be a lot of software issues as well. All right, what's the other specs? So yeah, Android 13, as I said earlier, which is pretty decent. You get the Nova Launcher free, which I don't know if this is the actual full version of Nova Launcher, but like I guess it could be. But Nova Launcher is good launcher. The SoC is the system on chip, or the CPU, GPU, is the RK3588S. So this is a new. Well, not that new in terms of being released, but we'd never seen it in a handheld before, I believe. So that's kind of my reason for getting this, because I thought that it would be interesting to have an RK3588 device. Normally, you see this kind of chip in a like those Raspberry Pi devices type, those little small mini computers. So you'll see something like that, like quite a powerful chip in those devices, and they'll be about. I think between $150, $200 US. I believe Takehudon has done some reviews on the performance of those before, so it's quite interesting. Alvaro, welcome back to the stream. I saw many comments from you on the community posts. Thank you very much for coming back. It's going really well so far. So we've just got the GameForce ACE, and we're just going through the paces. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get round to a lot of gaming today, but I'm just getting back into the swing of things, basically, because it's been a while since we've done a stream. All right, so what else have we got? We've got 12 gigabytes of RAM. So there's two options. There's 8 and there's a 12. And for some reason, they sent me the 12 when I ordered the cheaper one. For storage is pretty interesting, because you have a chip inside, which it can be 128 or it can be 256. So I've got the 256 one. Also, you have the micro SD card slot, which is good. But then another thing that you have, which you don't usually see on handhelds, well, what's that? Is inside you have an NVMe M2 2242 port. So you usually see these on like a ROG Ally or a Steam Deck. So that's a bit strange, actually, because normally you don't get that type of powerful interface on a handheld. But that's kind of interesting. So you can add storage through a M2 2242 card. Brett Sampson, welcome back. Who makes this device? Brett Sampson, welcome back to the stream. The people who make this, or the person who makes this device, is GameForce. I believe the person actually, that person's initials is actually also GF. I think it's something like Gao something, or Chinese bloke. Yep, with all this storage. So Magical Panda is saying with all this, we have all this storage, so you could dual boot potentially. You could have Android on your MMC and then on your internal storage on your chip, and then you could add a 2242 M2 later on and dual boot possibly in Linux. Just about Linux, there is a lot of work going on. I can see in Gelos, the Gelos channels for this device. I believe Gelos, they're quite the experts with the RK devices, and they are working on this. Actually, there's a lot of people working on this for Gelos, I think. What other specs we got? We got Wi-Fi 5, which is it's okay, I guess. I mean, I think the Wi-Fi in the Odin 2 and I think the Odin 2 was 6, right? But they're really fast. But I guess 5 is kind of standard. Got Bluetooth 4.2, fair enough. There's 2 speakers which are down here. We've got whole joysticks, and then inside there's a fan. So that it's a 30 millimeter by 30 millimeter fan here. So it's quite a small fan. So it kind of has the potential to be a bit noisy actually. And I've already noticed that the screen gets a bit hot, which is something I wanted to note. So in terms of like size, it's pretty, it's bigger than a Retroid Pocket 4 Pro. Let me just get it, but it's smaller than Odin 2. I'm not prepared because I didn't have my Retroid Pocket 4 Pro hanging around. Oh, I'll just get my Odin 2. Alright, so this is an Odin 2, it's huge. Well, it's not that huge. What was I doing with it before? This is an Odin 2, and this is a GameForce ACE. So you can see that it is a little bit smaller. You've got the 5.5 inch screen compared to the 6 inch of the Odin 2. So the Odin 2 is a little bit fatter. It's a lot more fatter, and the profile is a bit bigger in general. I think it's quite a bit bigger actually. So that's it versus a Odin 2. When a device, okay, Dawson James, good question. When a device comes along which isn't ready, will it be too late by the time that device is finished? More and more devices are coming around to compete. Yeah, that's very true. So I feel like the KTR1 was released. It was released too late, and then the pricing just didn't make sense. I still like that handheld, but yeah, the price. It's as time goes on, the pricing sort of just starts not to make sense at all. And if you look at the GameForce pricing now, like it's getting a bit. It's a bit too expensive for what it is. It's starting to feel like, why is it selling at that price? So it becomes harder and harder to recommend. It's just a bit of a shame, really, because I think the guy's obviously made an effort, a decent effort, and then there's a lot of these like random flaws which we need to check in on as well. So I do want to try some of these because. People have been I think the main ones are the software issues and then the hardware issues with the triggers. So I'll tackle those first, right? So for me, I think I do have some tight triggers where some people have said that the R2, the spring is kind of grinding a bit with the case. So the solution is to trim the springs a bit. And it's a real shame that you have to do this because... that's a bit crap. That's a bit crap. Like I can feel like my R2 is a bit harder to press than the L2. It's not a massive difference, but it's it's a bit there. It does feel like it's there, and I need to open it up to just check. So I do want to, yeah, I do actually need to open this up. And the other thing is, out of the box, it's got the same flaw as the KTR1, where the speakers are out of phase. And what that means is that the speakers are wired incorrectly, and you'll get this like weird surround sound effect, which is kind of, it sounds wrong basically. And you need to change the wires in one of the speakers to get the sound to work properly. So this is pretty, this is pretty silly, isn't it? It's especially on a new device. I mean, for me, it's fine. I can do it, but if you're expecting some like a quality piece of something with good quality control, it's just not quite there. Why you would buy this though is like the potential of the Linux side, because I think the people on the Linux the Linux guys seem to be really big on this device, because they're working very, very hard, I think, to get JLOS on this. And I think once that comes, maybe the software stuff can just go away, and then we're just left with these small hardware issues where you open it up. I mean, you're going to probably want to open it up anyway if you want to add that 242 SSD in there. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame, actually. I think he could... Yeah, as a one-man band thing, it's hard to say, it's hard to like stick the knife in and say, oh, your device is rubbish. I find that a bit hard to do, because that guy's probably put a ton of effort into this. So it's a bit, it's a bit hard when you get a device like this, and it's not perfect out of the box for sure. There's a lot of things wrong with it. But I do feel like there is a bit of potential here. All right, so enough talking. Let's get set up and try and play some games. So Magical Panda told us that we need to do a bit of setup actually, because there's some joystick issues. So let's get gaming. All right, so I'm gonna just do all this first. Let's go to... Okay, so you can kind of treat this as like a little GameForce setup as well, because this is what I usually do on E4SX2. I'm using E4SX 1.5 3668, my favorite build of it to use. I do know that there is a build of NeForSX which has this. So what I'm doing is, okay, so is that too small for you? No, it's okay. Right, so I go for fast unsafe defaults, and then I leave everything else. Oh, I changed the theme to dark because I prefer that. I changed the GPU renderer to Vulkan, and then the upscale to whatever the device can handle. This device probably can handle a 2x upscale. Let's see. We're going to import our BIOS. So I have a BIOS prepared somewhere. Oh, there's a funny story about the files that I found on this. Oh no, do I not have it? Oh man. Let me just check. I do have a funny story about the files that were put on my that were put on my GameForce, because on my GameForce there was this weird Korean video of these girls dancing, and it was they must have used that video to do the testing, which was quite surprising to see that. I'm just trying to find my BIOS here. Just give me a moment. Oh man, where did that file go? This is dumb. Okay. Oh, Johnny on the Flame is here. Johnny on Flame is a legend. I can't believe you're here, Johnny. He's a legend in the Linux and Portmaster world. So welcome to the stream. Is my SD card exFAT? I didn't put an SD card in. I've just put the files directly onto the card. Sorry about this. I need to get the BIOS. I thought I did load that on already, but let's just make sure that's done. Yeah, just a second. Okay. I guess they haven't fixed that the SD card issue yet, where you need to have a exFAT, an exFAT one. Oh no. All right. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. Right, so find my ROMs. Alright, I've only got a couple of games in here because one thing that's silly about this, which is what Magical Panda is referring to, is the GameForce software. It doesn't read exFAT micro SD cards yet, which is really stupid, actually. Which is really stupid. I think it's something that they need to fix in the software. Okay, that's working, right. Okay. Oh, where's the backbone? Okay. Right. Okay, so we have eFresh in a reasonable state. Right, so we have to go down to... this is... this is also pretty interesting, right? Yeah, we have to do this, turn the touchscreen off, and then we have to do these mappings. So there is something I need to do where Johnny on Flame. Okay, well, it's I think yeah, I think Johnny on Flame is pretty legendary in this like space. There's something I need to do in terms of like battery. What was it? Button dead zone or something. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Is it analog dead zone? Magical Panda that you need to turn up, is it, or that? Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is. Yep, button trigger dead zone. So I'm going to put that up to one, or is it 30? I think someone said 30, right? Although I just put it up to 1 and it'll be enough. I'll put 5, and I'll see if that makes a difference. And then let's assign all this stuff. Okay, I'll try 10. I'll try 10. Right. So that is a GameForce quirk where the dead zones are not set up properly. So yeah, that's this is indeed a tinkerer's handheld for sure. Like if you like a project, then this might be the one that this might be a good one for you, because it's certainly a project. Oops. It's certainly a project to get going. All right. My left trigger doesn't work. My left trigger doesn't work. That's a bit of a disaster. Okay, so I think that one is something else as well, where people's left trigger and right trigger, they don't work quite right. Is it because it's like digital or something? Or it's this one is analog and then this one is not appearing as digital? Now that is yeah, that is not good. So my right works, but my R2 is not doing anything. I think this one also needs configuring in some way, which is outside of E3SX2. So I have the L2 problem. Okay, so my R3 and okay, that looks like it's working. That's all right. Okay, that is a bit. All right, even the KTR1 didn't do that. Even the KTR1 didn't have any like issues with that. Right, so I think we're good. Except for a broken R2, L2, which is not good at all. All right, let's go for Tekken Tag Tournament and let's see. GT, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you back. Omar, yeah, I've got an epic list of all of the things that I've found online about this device, and I'm looking forward to posting that. Right, and that's not even to mention the sound as well, because the sound has a problem. All right, finally we've got a game going. Okay, I'm just going to put the FPS on the screen for you guys so you can see it. Oh, why has it got an underclock by default? I don't want to do that. Okay, where's me on the clocks? Where's me? Okay, that's good. Resolution, CPU, GPU, and let's bring the OSD up a bit for you guys. At least the touch screen is working. Whoops. Yeah, I thought you meant to put on safe, isn't it? Oh man, that's small. Let's put this up to 150 for you guys. Okay. Oh, should I have clicked safe? Whoops. I usually click... I thought it is on safe that you need to click. Anyway, I know how to set it back, so it's not a big issue. Okay, finally we're playing a bloody game on this. Okay. Let me just get a feel for the controls. Okay, there is some... You're typing in VR. Okay, another thing I have to turn off is VSync, right? For this handheld. So there is issues with the VSync as well. Host VSync. Oh, VSync is off. Okay, let's turn Fred's presentation on. Oh God. Yeah, it's first stream back, guys. It's going to be a it's going to be an interesting one. All right. Okay. Let's put some filtering on. Okay, so we're at 2 times. I mean, 2 times should be fine, right? It should be fine. Let's put this here. Let's get some speed up. Okay. All right, so I can instantly hear that the speakers are a bit weird. And I purposely chose a game which I know is not quite well. So, and where I don't need the L2 button. Oh, the screen is actually not too bad like this in the gameplay. Okay. Oh, the first buttons are actually not too bad. Okay, I can't get that move off. Alright, so my R2 works. Oh, my R2 works at least. Right. I wonder if we could go up to 3x. You know what? This, like, if I'm only using if I'm only using the face buttons, it's actually pretty good. Actually, not too bad. You can certainly play Tekken Tag Tournament on this. Oh, I need to get out. Alright. Getting somewhere. Okay, I'm going to try and bump it up to 3 times. 3 times resolution. We'll see if it still can handle it. Okay, but the speaker's definitely out of phase. Which needs fixing. Okay, let's bump it up to 3 times and see how that... See if it can handle that. Right, so we're at 1920. Oh, no, it can't handle that. Yeah, it can't handle that. 1920, 1334 is 79%, so yeah, I have to come down a bit. Let's try 2.5. 2.5x. Okay, oh, even the same. Same. Okay, so I think we can only go 2 times on PS2 Tekken Tag Tournament, which probably... Oh, what's going on there? I thought this was okay before. Now something dodgy is definitely happening. It could be the snow stage, but this is not. This is definitely not good now. What's going on? Oh, is it getting too hot? Is that another thing? It's coming down at 1 times. Okay, I think the emulator is definitely messed up because I changed the resolution around and it's not really happy at all now. That doesn't work good. Right. Let's switch to game. Magical Panda, face buttons and function buttons feel good. Okay. Yeah, I think that the direction buttons definitely do feel good. Let me just bring my chat up. I've just lost my chat. Okay, let's try something else which should be a bit easier. Okay. Let's try Crash Bandicoot. This is at 2 times resolution. Okay, yeah. The speakers really do sound weird. Okay. Oops. Oh, I put FTM. Okay, I'll try playing this with an analog this time. The fan noise is quieter than the RP4 Pro Ion Inut. The fan is quieter for me. I don't really hear anything, Magical Panda. Maybe that's why it's so hot. Because I noticed the screen is really hot. I think it wasn't there someone where you need to like you actually need to plug it in. You need to unplug it and plug it back in. I think that someone was saying that in the channel, in the Discord. So that could be an issue. Magical Panda, have you opened yours yet? All right. Okay. Oh crap! So, first thing I'm noticing, right, is why are my controls inverted? My controls are inverted. Oh bloody hell, man! I mean, there's probably a certain point when you just think, you know, f this. Like, I think I saw somebody in was it somebody in like one of these chats? I think it was in Retro Handhelds Discord. They said, "Oh, I bought the GameForce as my first handheld." Like, if you bought this as your first handheld, good luck, man, because that's oh man. So my up and down works, my right works, my left doesn't work now. Oh man. This is really taking one for the team, isn't it? Okay. Right, so I've got full control. Right, that's bloody hell. Right, Martin K, welcome to the stream. You purchased the Metroid Pocket 3 Plus for $100. I think that's actually pretty good. The 3 Plus is a T618 device, I believe. Is it T618? I think it is, and I think that's actually quite reasonable. I think that's quite reasonable. Okay, so we got Crash Bandicoot 2 times on E4 SX2, and it's okay. FPS is okay. And once you get the controls bloody configured properly, it actually works alright. So I think the scaling on this panel is quite good, because like it's at 1280 by 896, but the panel is obviously a full HD one, a 1080p one, but it doesn't look like pixelated. It looks quite good. I think the screen is actually quite a strong point about this device. Whoa, shh. Bloody hell. Because it's big, and it's actually not too bad. It's quite good actually. In terms of like sharpness and response, colors, I think the colors need tuning a bit. But it's not. It's actually quite. Yeah, the screen is actually all right. Okay. It's quite sharp. Okay, Johnny is saying that we shouldn't game on the RK38 3588 because it's hot. It's a hot SRC. Okay. I shall check my fan when I open my device. because I need to open mine to change the speakers, speaker wires anyway, to fix the speakers. But yeah, we'll check that. So yeah, this looks really sharp actually. It's actually nice. Whoa, that penguin's gonna kill me. Okay. Whoa, I just blew myself up. And that bit there, right? I think on some handhelds, like it's really easy to die here because just the analog stick is not not accurate enough. I've had that problem before on another handheld. I can't remember which one, but yeah, that the stick is actually working not too badly. Okay, let's just jump over that bloody thing. Okay. Okay, we've got the... Whoa. Shh. Okay. Right. So actually gaming on this thing is a bit better than I expected. When you're actually playing on it and everything is working as it should, it's actually not bad. I'm actually coming around to it a little bit more, you know, because you can write down all the faults, but then when you actually play on it, it's actually working all right. But we're not using any triggers. We're not using any triggers, of course. Okay, oh, I almost died then. Okay, I'm not going to get those. I'm just going to try and finish the level. Also, I haven't seen any glitches. I thought there's some like bad glitches in this game on Mali GPU. But it seems like this is actually handling it okay. Okay, let's get out of here. Alright, so that was not too bad actually. That was not too bad. Yeah, when you've got like a white screen, it does look too cool. It looks too blue, but then playing this game and playing Tekken, it looks good. And it like you can, I almost forget like it's at 2 times, which is it's odd. It's a bit odd. Like it looks really sharp. Like it looks really good, but I'm only at 1280 by 896. If I was doing this on the Retro Pocket 4 Pro, it wouldn't look. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't look that good. So I think the screen is actually a surprisingly good on this. Oh bloody hell! I hate this level, so I'm not going to play it. I really hate this. All right, okay, I've had enough of that. I don't want to play that level. I remembered that. All right, let's move on to another PS2 game. Lego Star Wars. Let's play that. And then we'll switch to maybe some PSP, GameCube, or how much time have we got? I'll switch to Switch after this. Because I do have one game. I have Prince of Persia ready to go, so we'll see how that runs. Yeah. So that somebody got a was it Martin earlier? Yeah, somebody got a good deal on a Retroid Pocket 3 Plus. I think $100 is pretty good actually. That's that's decent. Like you're going to be able to play a lot of games on that for $100. I mean, I would buy one for $100. If you offer me that for $100, I'd go for that. Oh, I think is there some weird effects going on. Let me just change my hardware download mode to accurate. Oh, I hope that music doesn't trigger the I hope it doesn't trigger the copyright. Okay, let's go. Let's do a bit of Star Wars. Story, yeah, okay. Oh, can we skip this? Right, let's see if the fast forward works. Oh, thank you. Press the start button. Okay, it might have a problem when you're switching resolution during the game, because it was Tekken Tag Tournament was messing up a bit when I was switching the resolution on the fly. Yeah, Martin K, the Switch games, you're probably going to be able to play maybe like a handful on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, but yeah, I wouldn't expect it to run that well. Yeah, Martin K, I think you got a good deal. Well done. Well done. Alright, so approach piles and then build. Alright. Right, so I'll be doing a few more streams for this, I think. Maybe tomorrow I'll probably do a Retroid one or an Odin 2 or something. Just give this a bit of a rest because I need to find out a few more fixes or quirks about this device. So tomorrow will be a bit more of a like a normal stream that I do, rather than like a first look arrival stream. My impressions about this, like right now, which are probably going to change, are quite mixed. Like there is some good in this handheld, which is I think maybe some videos or opinions will lead you to believe that this is like complete trash, but actually it's like I'm seeing some glimpses of goodness. I'm seeing some glimpses of things that are actually working when it's working well, and I'm only using like the controls at work. It's actually not too bad, but and of course I got a really good deal on this. Oh. Oh, bloody hell. There's a lot of these guys. I don't remember this in the film. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, okay. It's Lego Star Wars. You can die as many times as you want, I guess. Okay, blaster characters can grapple, stand on the red circles. Oh, okay, yeah, nice. Nice. What do I think about ergonomics? I think it's actually alright. Like it's big enough to get into your hand, which is good. Like it's big enough to sort of, well, it's like a Switch Lite, isn't it? I think that I think it's all right. I'm not having any like weird discomfort or anything. Buttons are better than the KTR one. D-pad is... What do I think about the D-pad? Need to play another fighting game, probably Street Fighter on this. Well, shit. Need to play Street Fighter on it just to confirm, but the D-pad seems alright so far. Oh, bloody hell. I know people said it was like really good, but I'm not sure if I'd go that far yet and say the D-pad is like great, and I need to play a bit more on it. Analog sticks are decent. Oh. Oh, I got killed. Alright, I'm pushing these levers, but I don't know what to do. Right, okay, I'll leave it there, because I've got no idea what I'm meant to do. But that game looks okay, I think. A lot of these games are working, well, the ones that I tried, working alright at 2 times, which is a bit odd. Alright, let's catch up the chat. You still love your RG351M, okay. Alvaro, okay, so I took I actually took my Miu Mini Plus on holiday because I didn't have much space for me to take anything, so I didn't really, I didn't take a lot to my holiday. So I was playing a little bit of I was playing some Tomb Raider 3 because I saw Tomb Raider Remastered came out when I was on holiday, so I gave that one a try. And then what else did I play? I was trying to play Driver 1, PS1 as well. That was bloody hard, that game. All right. I need some keys. I think I need those, right? Yeah. Okay, I need a game. Switch. There it is. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Chris, you've come at the right time because we're going to try that. We are going to try it. But I've only got one game loaded at the moment. Unfortunately, there's some issues with the storage, so I can't just drop in my card, my SD card. But we will try the one game that we can. So I'm going to try at 0.75x. And we're going to leave... we're going to put some of these options on. Some of them are not probably going to do much, but we will do them nevertheless. We make sure NCE is on, of course. We will not go on docked mode. We will be on handheld mode. I believe you can map controls now, but I don't think I need to do that. And I will install... what is it? It's been a while since I did this. I will install my firmware because I've got some firmware in my Switch folder. Install some firmware. Martin K, I actually recommend you. So Android's not that easy, to be honest. Not that easy. Some people recommend. Some people like standalone emulators, like Yuzu or E4SX2. Some people like to have a front end, or some people like RetroArch. I think Android is a bit of a, it's a bit of a wild west. So for some of these apps, you're only gonna be able to use these standalone ones. So if you get used to the interface of those, then you can go from there really. And then you can think about what kind of front end you want as well, because the front end just makes everything look nice and it'll go straight to the emulators. And I think Yuzu does support them. E4SX might be a bit more difficult because it's a bit older, but I think it still can. Okay, so I recommend you just experiment because there's a lot of Android is it's everywhere. So you might not like my settings, so you might you might find out something else that you like. Okay, so yeah, we're running into an issue straight away. I can see. So on this system, you need to turn VSync off. So hopefully I can do that. Oh shit. VSync off. Right. Pardon my French. Okay, am I going on over 52? Yeah, I think I am. Okay, right, so we have Prince of Persia. It might not be perfect, this. We shall see how well it works. Okay, so it's not working at all. Come on. Pro control. Okay, so come on. Oh, okay, so we need to. All right. Okay. I don't remember needing to do this. Is this new? I'm sure I didn't have to do this on previous builds of. Move the stick left. Oh, okay. Oh, that was nice. Oops. Move the stick left and then up. Wow. Triggers. Okay, so we might have a problem, right? Oh, I think they really need to fix the Z. They really need to fix the ZL. I'm going to turn vibration off because the vibration motor in this handheld is really strong. So it looks like I've got a broken ZL. I don't know if it's software or what, but it looks like my L trigger is not functioning as it should. Right, let's go. So we're getting about 52 FPS, but I think that is because of some kind of software issue. I'm getting 53 now, but I believe there is some kind of software issue where when you got VSync on or something. But I did turn VSync off earlier. We'll see. Oh, Johnny on Flame, thanks for that. I will check where my L2 is stuck. Okay, I'll read more. I'll read more about that. Alvaro, yeah, it's good to hear that you enjoyed this game. I've not played too much of it, to be honest, but from what I did play, I found it pretty cool. Yeah, the screen is nice on this device. The screen is quite nice. What series are you going to play? TRGV. Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure. I'm playing Prince of Persia right now for Switch on the GameForce ACE. Chris, do I bring some Retroid Pocket 4 Switch emulation updates from time to time? I will try some more games on Switch. Probably this week at some point. I've just got back from holiday, Chris, so I've been offline for a bit. So we'll be getting back into the live streams for sure. Okay, oh, I can skip. Oh, is that wrong? The wrong way around. Okay, let's go. Okay, so that's really funny. It's actually it's mapped my stick in the wrong direction, so that's really annoying. Right, so let's go. Move the stick left and then up, then press the button. Okay, so that should have done it. Okay, that's better. Okay, hard to tell from YouTube, but would I say the screen is nicer than Orbin 2? GT, I've had a very okay, so I'm at max brightness. I think that the screen could be could be a little bit it needs tuning, I think. Well, I thought I died then. Because I feel like it might be a little bit too blue from the calibration, from looking at the white screen, but in game I don't see that blueness. So that's the only thing I can think about an issue of it. But I do think the screen is nice, but I don't know. Yeah, sorry I'm being so cagey about it because I've just not had enough time with it, I think. Yeah, I can't give a good answer, sorry. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so what we're going to do, right, is we're going to get around that. Oh, I can actually there's a better way for me to get rid of that. What was it? Sorry about this. Okay, there's a better way I can do this. So my ZL is currently mashed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the touchscreen one. Oh. Oh, that was a bit. Okay. All right. So definitely not getting full speed. 40, 50 around. But I think that could be a software issue, but I'm not certain. Yeah, Johnny on Flame. I also like if it's gonna be like wrong, if it's not gonna be 6,000. What? Oh, okay. I'm in that mod. Oh man, okay. So here's a Yuzu bug now. It's just bugs all over the place. How do I get out of the edit overlay? Oh man. Oh man. This is a nightmare. Okay, so what I'm gonna do instead is I'll bloody put ZL on like R3 instead. Okay, let's just do that instead. Bloody hell. Yeah, so sorry, Johnny on Flame. I was about to say I prefer screens to be dead on 6500, but if they're going to be wrong, or if they're going to be out of that range, then it's better for them to be warm. I don't like cold screens. I'm just going to get rid of those buttons. Right, so I'm getting about 45 FPS on this. I'm pretty sure that we might be able to get a bit more because the operating system on this is just really unoptimized, and like it would be really nice to be able to play this at full 60. I think I just feel like there's a bit more power in this device, especially if we got Linux and there's a proper it's people who know what they're doing actually working on the operating system. Because at the moment we just got a stock Android. Mastodon 347, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming by. We're playing the GameForce ACE and we're playing Prince of Persia on Yuzu, which is a Nintendo Switch game. We're trying to play it anyway. I'm not doing a good job of it, but yeah, not doing the best job, but it's it's okay. It's actually playable, pretty playable. Not full speed, but I'm having a decent time with it. I think it's okay. Oops. Oh, I should use my R3 parry. Oh, took that guy out. Alright, so I think for this first stream back, I will leave it there. This has been the GameForce ACE. I think I need a lot more time with this. I'm going to post that big list of issues that I've seen about the GameForce just after this. And then I'm going to go through them all and see if I've got the actual issues, my own one. J1FFY, welcome to the stream. Vompart, welcome to the stream. Your R1 switch is broken. There's a hardware defect, or the actual switch is broken. Okay, you sound like you know what you're doing, one part, so I think that's good. Thanks for coming by. Right, so yeah, I will leave it there for the GameForce ACE. I think I will come back to it later in the week when I've had a bit more time with it, and I'm able to show off a few more games. And I think that the PSP would be good on this, but it's probably a bit expensive just to be a PSP emulator, and you're probably wanting to be, if you pay this much amount of money, 170 US above, you're probably going to want to play like GameCube, PS2 games like the Retro Pocket 4 Pro. That's going to be, well, everyone's comparing everything to the Retro Pocket 4 Pro at the moment. So this is kind of in that price range, so you want to be able to play those games as well. So we'll see how the performance is. I mean, I was actually quite surprised with the performance and the screen. Once I got, because I heard a lot about this, about being that being some problems with it, but then actually playing on it is a decent. It's not that bad, not as bad as everyone's saying. Oh, I can hear the fan now. I feel like it's getting a little bit sold short. I think getting a little bit sold short. Let me just reset this, or we'll put something else on, just to play us out. Yeah, put that on. All right, so let's catch up with the chat. GT, thanks so much for coming by. Mastodon 347. If I answer that question, I'm afraid I'll probably get banned from YouTube. So I'm afraid I can't. I can't say anything like that on the stream. So I apologise for not being able to help you out. I do hear the fan now. If you're still around, Panda, I do hear the fan. Yep, Johnny on the Flame. Sorry, I keep saying the Flame, but Johnny, I do think that there's some teething problems with this, and I do feel a bit, it's one of those things where, when you jump into one of these handhelds and it's the first batch, and you get something, if you find one of these problems, it's a bit of an issue, isn't it? It's like, oh, just got a lemon. I've just bought a lemon. But the KTR one, I did feel that a little bit, but not as bad as other people, I guess. This one, I feel a bit conflicted because I've got an upgrade. I got an upgrade for free, kind of, because I got the 12 instead of the 8. So I feel a bit better about that. But I don't have the white one that I ordered, and then I need to fix this L2 problem. I need to fix the speakers. I'm not sure about this one yet, so I've got very mixed feelings about the GameForce ACE. So I'll give it a bit more time before I can just to form my opinion a bit more, because I did actually have a good time playing this on this stream, but yeah, there's a lot of problems with it, obviously. So okay, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining in the stream. Please come back for more streams, and stay subscribed so you get some notification about when I go live. And I'll also be trying to use my Twitter a bit more, or my X, to give you a bit more of a heads up when I'm going live. And I also have a mini channel in Discord now. So Retro Handhelds server has kindly let people or let content creators add their own channel. So I do have a Discord section now, which I'll start using a bit more. The link will be in the description if you want to go to that Discord. And yeah, I'll see you guys later in the week. Possibly tomorrow for more Metroid Pocket 4, more GameForce, Odin 2, or something else, because I do have a lot of these other handhelds lying around. All right, so thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye now.